Welcome back. Welcome back. This is the Cowboys Show. I'm your man, T. Drake.
And I am Coach T, and we are I-70 Entertainment, straight from Columbus, Ohio. Welcome, Cowboy Nation.
No doubt, no doubt. Another week, as we always say, week 10, it's in the book. It's in the book, and it's another loss for the Cowboys. Cowboys go down 34-6
Another blowout.
to their rivals, the Eagles.
I hated Eagles. Hey, let's get this out the way. Hit that like and subscribe, please. We're giving you good content. If we not, leave us a comment. Holler at us. We appreciate it.
All right, Coach, let's dive right into it. We ain't going to waste no time.
Let's do it.
This is another tough defeat. And this defeat here, it had a little bit of promise to it if you were watching that game as a Cowboys fan, always rooting and hoping for the best. This is a game where the defense played pretty good the first half. Actually had a really good.
They played pretty well, man.
Yeah, they played pretty good. I mean, if I was to tell you Cowboys fans that Cowboys had 5 sacks, a ton of pressures, I think 15 pressures, 53% on pressure rate, and 2 turnovers, you would think we have a pretty good chance to win that game, especially with our defense, with us not having turnovers. But on the offensive side of the ball, we roll out Cooper Rush as a secondary quarterback, and Cooper Rush pissed down his leg.
Yeah, well, everybody was expecting the, 2021 or 22, whenever it was, Cooper Rush, but not Sunday.
As my man was saying during the game, that was 2 years ago.
Oh, my goodness. It was bad, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of people was rolling with that 5-1 Cooper Rush coming into this game, but man, Cooper Rush looked terrible. You couldn't have looked more worse as a quarterback coming in. Not even just being thrown in the game, coming off where you have preparation, knowing that you're going to be the guy. I think total, what was it, 54 yards total?
Yeah, for him?
Yeah, I think total
45.
45 yards, and I think the longest pass completion was 10 yards.
23 attempts. 23 attempts, 45 yards.
Yeah, you're not going to win a lot of football games, Cowboys fans, when you get that kind of play from you. Getting that kind of play from your quarterback, and line is still struggling. I still saw Zach Martin really struggling out there.
And I noticed Cooper Beebe. He had a tough one. Jalen Carter. He's a tough matchup, and he welcomed him. Oh yeah, he beat him a few times. Man.
Hey, he beat more than just him. I saw a couple times he whooped him on double team.
Man,
he smacked Zach Martin, then he smacked BB, and he was off.
Yeah, that guy's dominated interior.
Yeah, he's a different animal. He's a different animal. I didn't really. I didn't think Ashim played really bad coming in at that offensive tackle. And maybe having some promising for maybe even challenging for that other tackle spot, because that guy over there is struggling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talking about Terrence Steele. And
continues,
thing I just have about Terrence Steele, like a lot of you, man, what happened on that fumble play? On the coach.
He trying to do the scoop, and wasn't no way to score, but I'm trying,
like he was going to.
He going to get the first down. He's like, let's get that first.
Comedy show, man. This is unfortunately turned into the comedy hour with our boys. But
5 turnovers, you're not going to win nothing.
You're not going to win nothing. You're not going to win nothing. Not as good as our defense played with even the turnovers that we had. But just speaking on the defense, defensive situation, we play really good. Anytime you can hold Saquon Barkley to under 70 yards, I think right about 4.6 yards per carry is what he was putting up. You did everything that you possibly could. The thing that I have to give Sirianni and the Eagles coaching staff is that they really went after our rookie cornerback.
Yeah, Carson.
They really they found him wherever they could, and they worked on him.
Yeah, we had to replace him.
We did, because he just, when you struggling on the double move, the out and ups, the way he was, and then his confidence just was gone. The cushions was just ridiculous. I mean, you could dial up a first down anytime you looked over there. So, a lot of promise with Carson. I liked what I seen with him coming out of camp, but there's a lot of growth there. That's got to be. There's got to be.
Yeah. He started off well, and in those weeks, the few weeks off, slowed his progress down. And when he came back in, man, guys wouldn't let him. They wouldn't letting him get comfortable. They going right after.
Absolutely. And two, I think this is probably the most talent receiver-wise, I think, that he's been matched up against. So he had a tough one. You know what I mean? Try to think of some other things that I saw. Of course, defensive side of the ball. How could we not talk about Overshawn? 13 total tackles. I think he had 8 solos there. Just looked like a beast, man. He just looked like a beast. He just is growing up like a little baby right in front of our eyes. Tough play that he had during that first half. Had that sack that he missed on Jalen Hurts. Could have had, I think,
Got a breakdown.
would have been a total of 3 sacks. Yeah, it would have been a total. Just he's a young guy. You know what I mean? He didn't really even have a rookie season, but, man, all the plays that he made, I tell you what, number 11 and number 13 looked like really 2 promising defenders moving forward.
Yeah, and Micah spoke at his post-game press conference about getting back to a 2-point linebacker just to play with Overshawn. I say that jokingly, but I wouldn't mind it.
I wouldn't either, man. I wouldn't either. Such a great talent to just be forced to one position and putting his hand in the dirt all the time. I would like to see maybe whoever else takes over those reins next year. Maybe that would be something that they would implement. Looking at some of the things, Michael Parsons generated a team-high 5 pressures on 20 pass rushes, 25.0% in his return from injury, including 2 pressures that came in under 2.5 seconds. The guy was getting after him. It was good to see him back out there. Yeah, he definitely gives us an extra boost out there. And like I think Overshawn was saying in his one of his interviews, how Michael Parsons being out there just makes it easier and gives them a lot of openings because he gets so much attention to him.
Absolutely, that's what he does. I wish he could set that edge better on the run, but he does. He absolutely. I mean, you know, when your guy comes back, then everybody else is like, oh, my guy's back. They get a little more juice. Even though we didn't have Dak and they knew the offense would struggle, the defense, like you said, played really well, especially that first half. And the second half, the offense didn't put them in good positions.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
I agree. It's tough on a defense when every time you turn around, you're back out there on the field, the offense can't get anything going. It just kind of leans on you. You know, and you get more tired as you go, like a boxing. Later in the rounds, you're getting punched on. It weighs on you. I think the biggest thing I remember from my recollection of watching the game and watching the film is just how much Jalen Hurts was able to break our back with the run, with his feet. A lot of times I think we had good man-to-man coverage, and we just didn't keep him contained. Once he got outside, big runs. I think, what did he end up with? About 56 yards. What did he have, Coach?
He had, 56 7 for 56. Yards. The thing is, man, I'm not understanding how we play against these athletic quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and we don't have a spy or anything. And if we're going to play them man-to-man, then we have to have somebody there. Quite a few times we were not disciplined in our rush lanes, and we just got out of our rush lanes. And when you give him an opening, you know, especially on the third down, man, you have to have somebody there waiting for him because he will make it happen. I know we're fearful of their receiver core, but you have to account for Jalen Hurts.
Definitely, that is nothing but facts, and I think you were right on, Coach. It was the discipline. A couple of times I was watching the 22, and it looks like Overshawn. Sometimes just the angle, his eyes getting lost, trying to see if he saw Barkley coming out for the pass out the backfield and just lost containment. So, yeah, and that's the thing I'm sure that they preached. And, these guys are young and they're learning. It was one of those things. But all in all, I thought the defense played very well compared to where we have been. So, and I will say I thought Mike Zimmer over the last 2 weeks has been a lot more aggressive with getting after quarterbacks. And in this position, what do you have to lose?
Absolutely.
What do you have to lose? Big numbers like we talked about. Jalen Hurts had a good game, 14 for 20, 202 yards. Barkley, 14 carries for 66. And the big one was Antonio Brown, seven catches for 109.
AJ,
I'm sorry. AJ Brown. AJ Brown definitely was the man out there. And like I said, a lot of that came on working on Carson's out there. But let's switch over, Coach. Let's switch over to the offensive side of the ball. Not a lot to talk about. I'm going to at least let you get in there and talk about Rico, because when we block straight ahead and downhill, we had some success running the ball.
And that's what we've done, throughout the season. When he's gotten the ball, he'll give you 4 yards. He's going to give you 4 yards a clip rushing the ball. And he does a really good job of making people miss in tight spaces, and he's finishing runs well, man. I haven't really seen him get knocked backwards on a finished run. He's falling forward. But if you don't have anything behind it, because I was just dumbfounded watching Cooper Rush. He's an experienced guy, experienced in the offense, and he couldn't manage it better than that. I mean, a couple of times it's like he's worried about the rush, and he's trying to get it out his hands, and he's getting the check down, and there's really no pressure. He's hitting that back foot. He's looking for the check down. Like, my man. Of course, our route combos and our play designs, I don't, I'm not a fan of. So, but I mean, and that's the thing. We don't help the quarterbacks, man. We don't. When are we going to have our pick plays, our rub plays? When are we going to do that? Let me see us get a offensive pass interference for doing that, because we don't. The play design is so basic, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if CD goes in motion, guess who's going to get the ball, either on the jet or on the pass? CD. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, the offense has really been still. It's really been still in the calls and everything. It hasn't been a lot of creativity, a lot of pop in that offense. And yeah, like you said with Cooper Rush, I was looking at it. I think it was 2.48 seconds. He's getting the ball out his hands quick, but to who? A couple times, Cats looking back like, me? Was you hitting me? You know what I'm saying? Who was you throwing the ball to? But he was definitely getting that thing out, and he wasn't reading very well, man. So,
No.
A lot of people wanted to see Trey Lance out there. We got to see him, but I thought the way that they were rolling him out with that package was. I mean, everybody and their mama knew when he came in it was probably going to be some kind of run package, something with an option or something like that, and then you pull him. Then you finally get him back out there, and it's tough. It's tough putting that guy in there in that spot. I feel like if you're going to go with him, you should go with him for a whole game. But now I heard we done brought in another quarterback. So
yeah, we brought in
Will Greer.
Yeah,
Brought him
Greer. Yeah, we brought him back in here. But I mean, why not? What are we playing for?
Nothing.
I mean, we gave up a 4th round pick for this guy.
Right.
I mean, it's been about a year now. He's been on the roster, isn't it?
Yeah.
If not close to it.
Yeah, he's been on the year longer because he sat all last year from the time we got him.
Yeah.
Then he had a big camp, and I just want to see him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to see him. We need to just change something, man.
That's been the thing with him. When he came out of North Dakota State, it was he didn't have enough games under
the reps, and
absolutely.
So now you got an opportunity. You got a chance to see what you're gonna do with him, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's a lot of pride, a lot of ego with this team right now. You got a coach that's trying to coach for his life, and anything that he can do positively, he don't want to see it. It is. But he's not going to accept that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's still – and the way Jerry's talking about him, about how he has no problem with Mike, and, so all that stuff I think equates into it. But at some point, you got to wave the white flag. This team is in a really good position to be in a top 5 pick, because I don't see us winning too many more games moving forward. We got the news, Dak's definitely having that surgery, so he's gone. He's bye-bye, baby. And we rolling with Cooper Rush and Trey Lance, So, it's not a huge expectation to win games. So let's put ourselves in a position where we can look at maybe getting a Travis Hunter or somebody explosive, one of these, even a quarterback. If you get the opportunity to get
Somebody asked me about that, and we just gave my man that money, man. That's going to be tough.
And you can always, move him. Maybe spend 2 years of it. I don't know. Who knows with him? And, it seems like his health, and he doesn't seem like he's as explosive as he was, at least not with his feet and stuff. So sometimes, you just stuck with him, man. So, we could be in that situation. But, we'll see. So we got to get something in that draft to help this team. So, that's more to come in the future. But, yeah, it's not a lot to talk about this game. It's just what it is. It was just an old-fashioned ass whooping. That's what they put on us.
Yes, sir.
So at this point, the only thing you can do is lick your wounds and try to figure out and learn from these lessons how we can get better moving forward. Anything else, Coach, in this game that jumped out at you, that you seen, any positives?
I thought Mozzie had some good push in the beginning.
I did too. I thought when
I
he got
really
in there,
noticed
he played. He had some good plays on the opportunities that he was in there. I think he's just lost favor so much, probably with the staff and stuff. That it's probably limited plays. But if he's getting out there and taking advantage of the time that he has, man, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean everything I saw that was positive was obviously on the defensive end. Besides Richards making good showing for himself at the left tackle spot.
Oh, and don't forget about 73. That guy's still playing. Still playing at a high rate, man. He is, because he's not getting double team help from anyone.
Right.
Like I said, he's handling his job, trying to look out for the tackle. I think he's still playing at a high level moving forward.
Absolutely.
You know, as one of the linemen. You know, I did hear someone say that Zach Martin got a back issue, something else, another ailment. So maybe something like that is bothering him, man. Because I have never seen him be manhandled or I'm not able to hold weight the way that he is right now. So I think that might be something too. But
It's tough.
yeah, it is. Everything right now is tough. I guess we can talk about everybody else is talking about it. We might as well too. The after game interviews. CD Lamb's interview. CD said, "Put some damn curtains up for sure." You know, I was listening to somebody who's a native from down there, and they said that every event that they go to, that's not an NFL Dallas Cowboy football game, those curtains are closed. So I don't know if Jerry likes the way that the ambiance or whatever, but if it means, you know what I'm saying, affecting where your team can't score, you know, hell, I know you flip a coin and you can defer and all that, but at some point you do have to play facing that, you know what I mean, that sun. And,
Absolutely.
it's been something with always, it seems like, with Cowboys.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
even
it was
the other
like that.
stadium.
Yeah, in the Texas stadium when we had the hole in the roof, that was, it was the bright sun shining through.
Right.
So I mean, he's trying to keep that tradition. He said he wants to try to make it seem like it's an outdoor facility, outdoor stadium. But I mean, how many times does that happen?
Fam,
I mean,
it
it was the right time. You know, what I mean, it really. I've watched it for a few games, man, and I don't remember that. You know, having an effect like that.
I've seen it happen in other games. You know what I mean, where it's affected players. My thing is, with this day and age, with the technology, if it's one of them days and, you know, it's bright and you know, it's shining right in there, hit that curtain,
hit
man.
that curtain.
I'm sure they got a remote. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure that shit is on remote. But, yeah, that's just one thing I saw after the game. And then the other one was, of course, the Michael Parsons comments as far as his feelings on Mike McCarthy and if Mike McCarthy should you know, what was his feelings about Mike McCarthy's job security?
Right. I didn't take that as being a big jab at Mike McCarthy, because I took it as he was playing for those other guys. Yeah, I mean, he was playing for the guys who were on their last leg
Last year, about to retire.
Yeah. Now, when he said they done put in way more work than Mike McCarthy ever did. Now that might be it.
But I just think that might have been Coach just the way the words came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he meant like as far as probably maybe his tenure with the Cowboys.
Right. I can.
But I didn't take nothing of it. You know, Cowboys makes.
We're gonna make top news.
Yeah, we're gonna make top news. So that type of stuff right there, it's good for shows. It's good for shows and stuff to talk about. But that's all I've got for the Cowboy Nation. We're going to be moving on to the Texans.
Ooh, Monday night.
Yeah, Monday Night Football. Wow, it's a tough one, man. We can strap on your seatbelts, man. This could be a really tough.
They've been struggling
really tough
too,
one.
man. They've been struggling too. They gave up that tough one to the Lions.
Yeah, but they was in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to find something, man.
I like that, Coach. I like that, man. You got to find something. You know, we Cowboys fans, we're going to go into it with the hopes that we're going to win.
Yeah.
And
like you said,
we're going to hope for the best, man. We're going to hope for the best. But Cowboy Nation, it's been another good one, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's not on the best terms when we coming to you, it's always informative. Let's stick together. We will the sun will shine another day.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be there receiving those rays.
Yes,
Coach
sir.
T, I'm going to let you take us out as always.
Absolutely, yeah. As always, man, one love, man. Enjoy life, man, because you only got one of these things, man. So live it up.
Live it to the fullest.
Absolutely.
Peace, Dayton. Shout out to Dayton.
Yes, sir. Gym City.
We out. Peace.